Hey guys, Chris Fix here, and today I'm going to show you how to change the oil in your car or truck. This video is specifically geared to beginners who have never done an oil change, so this is going to be an in-depth video, and after watching it, you'll be able to change your own oil. Many inexpensive oil change shops will use cheap oil and really cheap filters, so by doing an oil change yourself, you could use good motor oil, a good filter, and know the job is getting done right. Plus, you get to save some money, and it's fun to work on your own car. If you've ever done oil changes before and want to share your tips, leave a comment. Now let's take a look at the tools you need to change your oil. So here's everything you're going to need to change your oil. You can see we're just using common hand tools. We have a socket set that has a ratchet and some sockets, gloves so you don't get the oil on your skin because oil is not good for you, paper towels to clean up. We have our oil and filter, and I'll explain in a second how to find the correct oil and the correct filter for your car. We have an oil filter wrench, you might need it, or you might not, but it's worth to have just in case. We have an oil catch pan so you can recycle your old oil, and a funnel so you can fill up your engine with new oil. I'm also including a breaker bar just in case your drain bolt is hard to get off. This will make it really easy. In addition to tools to change the oil, you're also going to need something to jack your vehicle up. In this case we have ramps, or you could use jack and jack stands, and then a piece of wood to block off the rear tires, and I'll show you everything. There's also another method you could use where you don't need any of this. You could just drive your vehicle up onto the curb to get enough access to safely get underneath and drain the oil. So you could use whatever method works for you. I just want to note also that any tools that I'm using here, including the jacks, jack stands, ramps, and even the oil, check the description. I'll link everything, so if you don't have something, you could easily find it and you could easily see what I used. And as always, if you have any questions throughout this process, leave a comment below and I answer every question and comment. So by the end of this video, you'll be an oil change expert. So let's go take a trip to the store and let me show you how to find out what oil your car takes. To figure out what oil your car takes, you could look in the owner's manual. So just go grab your owner's manual. We're going to flip to the back here. You can look under oil and capacities. You can see it tells you how much oil you're going to need. So we're going to need 4 1/4 quarts. And then you want to check the viscosity of the oil that you need. And we're going to need 4 1/4 quarts of 0W20. So let's go to the store and we'll check that out right now. Alright, we're in the store and we need to find a synthetic 0W20 oil. There's a ton of oil to choose from. Here is 0W20. You can see here's where the viscosities are listed. 0W20 is right here. Here's 10W30. So make sure you get the correct viscosity. Here's the 0W20 we need. We want a full synthetic. We need at least 4 quarts and this container has 5, so that's plenty. If you have an older car, you might not need synthetic, but I personally like running synthetic oil even in my older cars. There are a lot of myths out there on switching to synthetic, and just so that you know, you could switch to synthetic and you could switch back to conventional at any time. Conventional is cheaper, but on most new cars you need to run synthetic. Plus, synthetic oil lasts longer. Speaking of how long oil lasts, change your oil at the recommended mileage that's listed in the owner's manual. Many cars have an oil life monitor that'll tell you when you need to change your oil, so just go by that. If you can't find any information on when you need to change your oil, I change the oil in my cars at around 5,000 miles. My van has over 300